Hey everyone, Mr. here. Today we are doing a speed build and we are making this Christmas inspired shop slash cafe coffee shop sort of, and it is a collaboration with MsGryphi, and she made the coffee shop part and I am starting with the build with the Christmas store. Like, you can buy your decorations and like presents in my store, so it is really cutesy and festive. And then she made the coffee shop part later, so make sure to check out her video as well, because she finishes the build, because mine is like only halfway through. So it starts a bit silly. It looks weird, like a really long building, but you know, we'll just go with it, and we're just doing like half of the lot, so just keep that in mind if you think it looks weird, because it kind of is meant to look weird for now. If that makes sense. You know, she's going to finish it. Anyways, I'm really excited for this build because it's the first Christmas themed build that we are doing on my channel this year, and I'm really excited for it because I love Christmas. It's one of my favorite holidays, so yay, I was so happy to do it. And it was also really fun because it's together with Tanya, and we have been talking about a collab quite some time now. I think it started in September or something, but then her schedule was really full, and then with Halloween we both had like these projects that we were doing as well. And then in November we decided to just make a Christmas themed video for the beginning of December. So that's what we are doing today, and I'm really excited for that because she really has this style of building that works with my style, but you can see the difference, and that's what you actually could see in the first shot as well. We do have a different like taste and stuff, but I don't know, it just worked really well together. I think it just works as if you are walking around like a building that has like a renovated part against it, like the coffee shop, and it still works together as one building. So I don't know, it just made me really excited to see what she was doing with the build, and I actually checked it out before finishing this video, because normally I don't. Normally I just make my part of the video and then I check out the video or the build that the person did like later. But right now I really wanted to show you guys what the end result was. So if you want to see how she came to this end result, you should check the video out on her channel. I'll leave a link for you in the description so you can check it, and it's probably going to be like the featured video in my end slate as well. And my end slate is actually really cute. I made like a Christmas themed one, just like the intro, only then it's together with my husband and then our little foxy, and it's all cutesy and stuff. So you should check out my end slate, so just watch the video until the end till you'll see it. But I was so excited for this build. Is anyone like going to do something fun with the holidays? I am going to spend my holidays with my part of the family, like the first day, because my little niece is having her birthday. She's a Christmas baby and it's so cute. She's a little angel and I love her so much. But yeah, we're celebrating that, and then I'm not sure what we're going to do on the second day of Christmas, because here in the Netherlands we have a second day of Christmas, and that sounds weird for probably a lot of people, but I think they did that because people usually have two parts of their family. Like, if you're married, then you can at least split up the holidays between families and no one gets hurt or something. I don't know, that would be my reasoning behind it, why they would do it. I think it's a safe choice, and it actually turned out pretty good. But yeah, we actually live with my my in-laws, so we don't really have like a separate day that we're going to spend with them for the holidays. We just live here, so we are free for now for a second day of Christmas, maybe we are going to do something fun. We were talking about going like to a restaurant or maybe go see movies or something, because we haven't done that in a while, so maybe we're just gonna do something like that. I'm not sure yet. But I love this place. Can you see all the decorations? It's so cute. And I actually thought that the little night lights for toddlers work really well with this build. The only thing with this one that I'm placing right now is that it's kind of glitching out because the game thinks that it belongs to the first floor. So what you're having is that whenever you are on the first floor, you can see it float. But I'm not sure if it does that in live mode. It does in build mode, so it looks a bit buggy, so I'm sorry for that. And here I'm like trying to hide the nightlight a bit more, but I couldn't figure out what would fit in it because I had to scale it up, and nothing really could hide it, so I just left it like that. Oh, there's the floating nightlight I was talking about. It looks weird, but you know, it's okay in live mode, I guess. I guess it gets faded away just like the other lights that we're using here. And now I'm trying to figure out like a floor plan, because it will be a retail lot, so we kind of had to have like a more professional part of the building as well. So I'm trying to make that here, and I really wanted to go with the red theme that I had going, but it just didn't work for like the inside of the building. So I guess at some point I changed it, yeah, to the vampire's door, and it's still kind of Christmassy with the gold, so that worked out pretty nicely. And I think we're going to place like a bathroom there as well, yeah, for the customers. And then there's like 2 separate bedrooms or bathrooms. Jesus, these words are really similar in Dutch, so I always mess them up in English. I'm so sorry, it sounds silly, but bathroom and bedroom, we call it like the sleeping room in Dutch. If I like translate it loosely, it's the sleeping room. So bedroom doesn't really resonate me, and that's why I get confused sometimes. I'm sorry, it's not my main language, you know. I try my hardest, but I thought it was really fun to finally make a retail. I don't really usually do that, if you have noticed on my channel. I'm not really a big fan of the Get to Work expansion. It was nice, but it's not really one of my favorites. So I never really worked with retail lots that much, and I was really figuring out how to make it look nice on the outside as well, because that's what makes people go into the shop. It doesn't work like that with Sims, but you know, that's what I wanted to achieve. And I am just figuring out the layout, because it was a really long building to work with. And first I had these bookshelves, but then I had like 2 places where I could place something, so I decided that wasn't the best choice, and I switched it up with these glass ones, even though they're a bit modern maybe for a build like this, but it works. We're gonna place like all Christmas decorations on there later on. And first I wanted to have some Christmas trees in that corner that you just saw, so people could buy them here, but it didn't really work out. It was a really odd corner, so I ended up deleting it. But right now we are just filling the shelves, and I actually skipped part of that video, just so you know. It's a heads up, but I'm first showing you what goes where, and then later all the shelves are filled with the same sort of items, so just so you know. But it was kind of getting long for the video, so I decided not to leave it like that. But yeah, further, what are you guys going to do with the holidays? Are you going to spend it with family, or are you going to spend it with friends who feel like family? That's also fine. I really want to know. And what holiday are you celebrating? Because it's not just Christmas, it's also Hanukkah, and I'm pretty sure there must be one different one as well. I'm not sure anymore. I don't know, I'm not religious in like a traditional manner. I'm more of a pagan Wiccan kind of person, so we celebrate Yule, which basically is Christmas but then without the Christ part, and I believe that even pagans and Wiccans, everyone is like celebrating in a different way, so it's not really like a traditional holiday for me at all. I love Santa, you know, that kind of person, that's who I am. I don't know, I just guess I like the more commercial side around Christmas. The whole thing with Santa and, you know, just spending family time together and giving each other presents and all the cozy, warm feelings that come with it. You know, I guess I'm more that kind of a person, but that's just the way I was raised. I guess we never really had like a religious sort of Christmas. We never went to church or anything like that, so I don't know, I just like the way it is, basically. I like spending family time and just the way we celebrate it. We share good food, we share presents, we give each other presents, and yeah. Anyways, talking about the build now. I couldn't figure out how to fix this properly. I know I could just leave the outside like railing from the roofing. I just could leave it out, but it didn't look right, and I hate that you can't just place it on one tile. I know that I just figured it out. I was really stupid for a long time. I didn't know that you could place it like on one side of a room, so I always had struggles with that. But then Sandra from Simsline told me that you could place it, and it was actually really funny because I was hanging out with her on Discord and we were talking, and I was making a build for the channel actually. I'm not sure if I'm going to upload it. It's like a dollhouse, but and I was getting really frustrated with my build at that point because something wasn't working because of those railings that you have. And she then told me like, well, you know, you can just place it on one side of the room, right? And I was like, really? You can do that? And I totally freaked out and she laughed at me, and it was really funny just the way I found out. It was it was so stupid, but you know, I didn't know. How could I know, you know? No one told me before, so yay, we can finally place one rating. But anyways, back to the build. I am trying to figure out some more cute lighting for the shop, because I did not like how it looked with like the really bright ceiling lights. It just didn't look right for a Christmas shop, so I wanted a more warm lighting. So we are going to place like candles and, you know, those little lamps on the walls and stuff, and it looks really cozy that way and I like it. So now we are going to make a toy rack basically with like all like cars, and I think I made a whole shelf with gnomes even and like other toys as well, like with the big plushies, but then I scaled them down a bit. And yeah, here I'm working on the lighting some more because I thought I was missing something and it didn't feel cozy enough, so I placed some candles and, you know, just trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And I really liked how it turned out at some point. Oh, here I'm working on all the teddy bears, because teddies are like classic present for like a Christmas tree, or I think so. Maybe on Valentine that's more of a thing, but I think a lot of people give teddy bears to their loved ones on Christmas as well for some reason. They're just cozy and cute, I guess. So yeah, here I'm working on the details of the shop. I really wanted to make it feel like cluttered because that looks cozy, and I think it works really well with Christmas shops for some reason. I don't know. I just really like it. And then placing some stuff on the counter as well as like you always have these impulse buys near the counter, so people will buy last minute things, and I try to achieve that with the little things from was it from City Living or was it from Vintage Stuff? I don't know. You'll see it on the counter. It looks pretty and nice, and you know. Oh, this was a terrible this project, you know. I wanted to make a shelf with a lot of items. Oh, here are the gnomes. But it was so frustrating to have to do it like this with the move objects, but it works and I really like how it turned out. So now we are working on the windows, and I wasn't sure what to place near the windows anymore because I really like the front window, but then I wasn't sure what to place near the other ones. I didn't want to make it all look the same because you never really have that in a like real store, but I wanted to make it pretty as well and, you know, appealing for people to walk into the store, but I wasn't sure what to place everywhere, so I just went with like lots of presents everywhere, so it looks really festive and stuff. And the random basketball, seriously, that's how I work, you know. Sometimes I'm really structured and I'm working on one part of the build, but then suddenly I see something and I'm like, oh, that works really well on there, and then, you know, just like with the basketball, I randomly place it between the toys because that's where it should go, you know. I'm really over decorating the whole shop, but I don't know, does it look too cluttered? I'm not sure anymore. I made this a while ago and it looks really cute and festive, but maybe it's a bit overkill. I don't know. But yeah, there's like a chair. I thought the chair would be a funny detail as well, because for me, lots of men don't really like to shop. So I was like, I'm gonna place a comfy chair just for them so they can chill and read a book or something and then wait for their wives to be done shopping, because I see that a lot of times in like shopping malls in here in the Netherlands, that the male isn't as interested. Maybe that's stereotyping, but that's just what I saw. So I thought I'll just wing it, you know. So yeah, now we're working on the upstairs level of the build. That's more of a professional part of the build. It's maybe a bit more boring to look, but you know, we have to have it for retail, so you can have little breaks and stuff. So first I'm trying to copy the bathroom. I thought it would make more sense for all the bathrooms to be the same, because normally that's how it works in the same building. Doesn't really have to, but that's usually how it works. And I tried to make the kitchen like a really work environment kitchen, so there's no stove, because usually there's no stove in like a cafeteria for the workspace. But yeah, I don't know if that's like that everywhere, at least not in the Netherlands. And then I made this cozy hangout for people to have their breaks, and of course there has to be a Christmas tree because the personnel also has to celebrate, you know, because it's a celebration, it's Christmas. We all should be festive. And I actually end up making a little office corner as well, so it's not really a separate room, but it still has like an office space that is a bit more serious, you know, just to pretend. But anyways, that is it for the build. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and if you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you're new and you want to see more of my videos, make sure to subscribe down below, and hopefully I see you guys next time. And make sure to check out MsGryphi as well. Bye bye!